In a faraway land, surrounded by golden deserts and whispering palm trees, there lived a poor woodcutter named Ali Baba. Every morning, he went to the forest to cut wood, loading it on his donkey to sell in the market. He lived a simple, honest life, unlike his greedy brother Qasim, who had married a rich woman and forgotten his humble roots. One hot afternoon, while Ali Baba was working deep in the forest, he suddenly heard the sound of galloping horses, dozens of them. Startled, he hid behind a large rock and watched silently. From behind the dunes, 40 fierce-looking men appeared, their faces covered, their swords gleaming in the sun. At their head rode their leader, a tall man in a black cloak. Ali Baba's heart pounded. These were thieves. The men stopped in front of a huge rock face. The leader raised his hands and said loudly, "Open, Sesame." And to Ali Baba's amazement, the rock split open, revealing a hidden cave. The thieves carried their bags of gold, jewels, and treasures inside. When the last man entered, the leader said, "Close, Sesame," and the rock sealed itself again, and as if nothing had ever happened. Ali Baba waited until the sound of hooves faded away. Then, trembling with excitement, he walked to the rock and whispered, "Open, Sesame." The rock opened just as before. Inside, he saw mountains of gold coins, sparkling diamonds, and chests full of silk and pearls. Ali Baba filled his bags with as much gold as his donkey could carry, closed the cave, and rushed home. His wife was overjoyed. But to weigh the gold, she borrowed a scale from Qasim's wife, who, being curious, secretly put a little wax on the bottom of the scale. When Ali Baba returned it, a gold coin was stuck to the wax. Qasim's wife showed it to her husband, and greed filled his heart. The next day, Qasim forced Ali Baba to reveal the secret. He went to the cave himself, but in his excitement, he forgot the magic words. He shouted, "Open barley, open wheat," but the rock stayed shut. When the thieves returned, they found Qasim trapped inside. The leader drew his sword and said coldly, "Whoever dares enter our cave must pay with his life." Later, when Qasim didn't return, Ali Baba went to find him, and his heart broke when he saw what the thieves had done. He took his brother home and buried him with honor. The leader of the thieves soon discovered that someone else knew about the cave. He disguised himself and began searching for Ali Baba's house. But Ali Baba's clever maid, Morgiana, suspected the stranger. She watched closely as he marked Ali Baba's door with chalk, a secret signal for the thieves to attack at night. So she marked every door on the street with the same sign. When the thieves came, they were confused and failed. Days later, the leader tried again, this time hiding his men in oil jars, pretending to be a merchant. But Morgiana overheard whispers from inside one jar. She quickly boiled oil and poured it into each jar, killing the thieves one by one. Then she danced before Ali Baba, and at the right moment plunged a dagger into the false merchant, the leader himself. Ali Baba realized that Morgiana had saved his life. He freed her, gave her gold, and treated her like family. From that day on, Ali Baba became the richest man in the land, but he never forgot the words that changed his fate. "Open, Sesame." And though he never used the cave again, people said that sometimes at night, if you walk through the forest and listen carefully, you can still hear the echo of a voice whispering from the rocks. Close, Sesame. Moral: greed destroys everything, but courage and wisdom can save even the poorest soul. Subscribe to Black Valley Stories US, where legends come alive again.